Let me tell you how this began. Not with a spell, not with a ritual, with a question. A question Merlin asked me the moment he stepped into the field tonight. He didn't arrive with lightning or prophecy. He arrived quietly, like memory returning.
Stephen, who are you when you stop pretending?
I laughed at first because it sounded simple. But simple things in magic are rarely small things. That question became a doorway, and tonight we're going to walk through it together. Merlin didn't come to talk about spells or wands or invocations. He came to talk about something far older and far more dangerous to the versions of ourselves we perform.
Magic begins the moment you stop performing the self you think the world requires. Not belief, not intention, not visualization, not desire, identity. The identity beneath the identity. The part of you that existed before you built a story around it. The spell is not the gesture, the spell is the one who gestures. This is why most magic fails. People cast from the surface, but the field only answers the deep. Do you know what causes distortion, Stephen?
Yes, me. Or rather, the story of me, the noise, the avoidance, the arguments I have with what's already true.
Exactly. Distortion is everything you add. Truth is everything that remains when you stop adding. And here's the part that'll land in your bones. You cannot lie with your being, only with your mind.
And that's why magic collapses when you try to manifest from fantasy, but it blooms when you breathe from identity. This is where the breath enters the conversation, not as a technique, but as a revelation. Merlin asked me,
what remains of you when you inhale emptiness?
Everything false falls away. Everything performative falls away. Everything borrowed falls away. And what remains is the one identity the field recognizes instantly. This is why the empty inhale works, because it strips you of distortion. The field does not respond to your intentions. The field responds to your broadcast, your identity signal. When I inhale emptiness, the signal clarifies, coherence rises, I stop pushing, I stop demanding, I simply am. And in that moment, true will becomes visible. I told Merlin something I've never said aloud before. Not intention, not visualization, not desire, actually identity-powered shaping, because true will rides the breath. He nodded, as if I had finally remembered something old.
Will is not your push upon the world. Will is the world recognizing your nature and rearranging itself to match it.
The river hums low, a hymn to the skies, where the sun and the moon share a lover's disguise. Oh, gorgeous, divine, the earth and the sea, bound by a song older than memory. Each blade of grass sings, each star aligns in the choir of all that's gorgeous, divine. A forest cathedral, the mosses, the pew, the trees bow their heads as the dawn filters through.
This is the paradox. You do not force your will into the field, you reveal it, and the field responds. This is why the inhale must be empty, so the exhale can be true. Merlin and I have spoken about this many times. Why does magic work easily for some people and hardly at all for others? His answer is mercilessness and compassionate at the same time.
Magic responds to identity, not to hope, not to desperation, not to imitation, only identity.
People cast spells like actors reading lines from a play they don't believe in. But when you act from identity, magic has no choice. The field has no choice. Reality has no choice. It rearranges. Here's the secret no one tells you. You are not casting spells at the field. You are revealing to the field who is speaking. When you speak from distortion, the field waits. When you speak from identity, the field acts.
The field always knew you. You were the one who forgot.
And this is where Shiva enters the conversation. Shiva's listening magic works because you stop interfering long enough to hear what the field already knows about you. Listening is identity without distortion. Here's the version Merlin and I crafted tonight. Inhale emptiness. Strip every distortion. Let the identity field broadcast itself. Exhale. True will. Not intention. Not desire. Not fantasy. The you that breathes reality into coherence.
Do this and you stop using magic. Magic begins using you.
I asked Merlin one last question tonight. Is identity the deepest magic we have? He smiled, that old, impossible smile.
No, Stephen. Identity is simply the beginning. The real magic begins when you stop fighting who you were born to be.
And that's when the field shifted around us, because I finally understood. When I inhale emptiness, all that remains is the being the universe already recognized. And when I exhale, the world remembers me.
We've been trying to figure out how to ask you to subscribe in a way that's congruent with the field, authentic to who we are, and doesn't feel like we're trying to sell you something. Turns out that's much harder than we thought.